At last we meet again. Hi, hello. How is everyone? I hope you guys are doing good. It's a Wednesday. Let me know if the music's too loud. Yeah? Okay. So, I've tried out the demo for this game. It's got lovely music. I enjoy it. And, yeah. Without further ado, let's get right into it, shall we? And you're gonna have to excuse my poor voice acting, but what else can I do, right? Okay, let's go. All in one and one in all. Scenario type medium. Identity of investigator reset. Type of scenario modern. This is a tale of the forgotten ones. When false history falls, how do humans decide their destiny? When all your life has been a facade, but you still light others' paths with your candle? I only have one choice, huh? Alright. I will lower myself if I have to, motto-wise. In the deepest of awareness. The keys of the stars. You are the origin of my origin, and my last hope to break through the cage of space-time here. At this moment, the history of this place cannot be rewritten. I need to go back to the beginning of my consciousness and fall asleep. Before that... Oh, hold on. Before that, you need to replace me in this space. Only you can break the barriers of space-time here. What's it asking me to do? Huh? Oh. In the bedroom, a child of about 8 years of age is changing to daffodils in the vase. A young woman is lying in bed, leaning against the headboard to rest. Mom, none of the aunts and uncles are awake yet. I tried to wake them, yet nothing happened. So I sneaked into the garden and picked some flowers. Will they blame me when they find out? After hearing the child's words, the woman's face turned sad. But still, she braced her body, faced the child, then explained slowly. A good boy like you has nothing to do with it. Your aunts and uncles are just too tired. Thus, they need a good rest. You shouldn't bother them at all. Ellen, thank you for taking care of Mommy all the time. Once you've recovered, we'll move into the town and live there together. You can make a lot of friends and go out freely. Really? But Grandpa said I can never leave the castle. It's okay. Grandpa would definitely agree with this. Mom, can you bring a message to Grandpa for me? I'm feeling much better now. Tell Grandpa that he shouldn't worry, but don't go to the secret room. Otherwise, your father will be angry. Promise your mother you would do as she asked. We're ready to leave now, so as not to disturb her rest. Change of clues. Found a luck upgrade. Oh. Okay. So, still works the same as the tutorial. Oh. Alright. It's the drawer your mother forbade you to open. In order not to make Mother angry, you never opened it. This is your family photo. There are about 10 people pictured there. Little boys sitting on the knees of an old man with gray hair. Behind him stands a young couple. Huh? Water bottle? It is a water bottle. Increases moist. Moist extinguish the flame or direct the current. Huh. You guys want to be moist? Wood. Oh. Material. We'll leave it like that. Bread? In a cupboard? Or in a drawer? Kerosene. Okay. Mom is resting. I can't disturb her. Okay. Oh, my name really is Anan. Umbrella. Shoot. So. Oh, I can make weapons, huh? You gently close the bedroom door. Alright. My instincts tell me to burn. My instincts definitely tell me to burn the carpet. But, as of right now, I don't exactly have a reason to. So, I was kidding. Oh. I didn't do that intentionally, guys. Anyways, I feel uneasy for no reason. As if there are many unseen dangers lurking around you. You hear strange sounds coming from all around. Chanting and laughing. The feeling disappears when you breathe out. Right? I failed. A heavy sound like the door being pushed open rings out from behind you. You can't help but look back. A man wrapped in bandages pushes the portrait aside and slowly walks out from the corridor of the secret room. Hey, where are you going? Was that scripted? You look at the window, the sun, the grass, the forest. That's the world you always wanted to be in. I'll take some more candles, thank you very much. Just when you're about to enter a room, time stagnates. You lose consciousness. You don't know how much time has passed. When you awaken, your grandpa is standing before you. As you look around, notice that a door has appeared in the study, one you've never seen before. Child, you are the last hope of the family. The stars in the world align according to certain law. But people's fates differ. When you take on too many responsibilities, more than you should bear. Now, little one, I allow you 10 years of freedom. Grandfather points. The stone door standing in the center of the study. This door connects two worlds. See the meadow and forest outside. Find that Grandpa is not as strict as usual today. His speech is unusually soft. At one moment, this makes you feel quite weird, and you subconsciously asked, Grandpa, are we not going together? Grandpa, I don't want to go. I gotta be with you. I don't want to leave here. I don't like the world outside. I want to stay with Daddy and Mommy. I don't want to leave you. Child, I didn't give you with a happy childhood. It's all Grandpa's fault. Your parents, Grandpa couldn't save them. Now at the end, I can only offer you a small gesture. I'll buy you 10 years of freedom. Anan, my dearest child, I'm proud of you. Even when you are down, you can face life with optimism. The haze still grows in your heart. I know you've been putting up with the misery. Just try and forget it. Yeah, Grandpa has magical spells. That explains a lot. Forget the stone walls, the structure of this house. Forget all the faces of your family. Forget about our past memories. Forget about everything that happened here. But, my little one, remember, the sky is always the same. No matter where you are, the stars will light your way home. In your eyes, that doorway transforms into a soft and comfortable bed. Now you just want to rest. A good rest. You know, maybe I should have gone and seen what the heck that was that went into my mom's room. But, it's a little too late now, I guess. Anyways, we went through the door in a daze. The meadow and skyline that were there a moment ago suddenly disappeared. A waterfall of heavy rain followed, furiously washing away the town in front of you. Then which, the heavy rain roared along with the river. The huge castle standing on the cliff collapsed in a flash, and the town was razed to the ground. He felt dizzy, falling unconscious on the side of the road. Right at that moment, a scholarly-looking old man with gray hair happened to be driving a Ford in the torrential downpour. The blinding headlights shone towards your collapsed body on the side of the road. Finding your unconscious body, he rushed out of the car and carried you to safety. In the gusts of wind and pouring rain, the car safely bypassed the mudslide and drove all the way to Providence. Interesting. 10 years later, Providence, nighttime, at the dormitory. There you go. Jeez, I can't read and talk, I guess. Time occurred near here. Another conflict occurred near here. Security around is getting worse and worse. Just follow the doctor's advice and rest early. Or, I hope the medicine works. You seem to have sealed some of the memories and want to unseal them, but you cannot suppress the pain. It's like a big mess of things tumbling around in your head. You can only deal with this little by little because the recollecting is too painful. Diagnostic report. Oops. Take the medicine bottle out of the cabinet and open it. Sedative. They gave me a sedative? Interesting. The medicine prescribed by your doctor to prevent you from being affected by psychiatric disorders, which may lead to hallucination. Blah 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 blah. Yep. I hope I have a good dream tonight. Good night. What is this character? Well, we have some luck, so I'll try again. There we go. Nice. Despite the medication, your sensitive nerves are still preventing you from that maybe I should have failed. I just want to sleep. Your mind is filled with images. Late at night, you are half asleep and half awake. Tim. Yeah. You can't control your body now. Notice it's just a dream. Very real, but it's just a dream. Well, this guy's stats are just... maybe I'm just unlucky, huh? I've proven it before. I'm rather unlucky. Anyways. -1 SP, jeez. You woke up from the nightmare, holding onto the wall in a cold sweat. Although there was no wound, pain in the dream also ached your body. After calming down, you adjusted your breathing and the pain subsided a little. You hesitated and decided to go back to sleep. Fall back to sleep. This time the nightmare doesn't appear until the morning comes. Okay. There was no writing on the envelope. The pattern stamped on a wax seal seemed inexplicably... Hold on, give me a second. Inexplicably familiar. There we go. Yes, you subconsciously opened the envelope. Outdated letters. Anon, my dearest child. Today is your 18th birthday. I prepared a birthday present for you, which I have placed in my study for security reasons. I can't write in detail here, but I'm sure you can find it. Why did the letter disappear? Your mind is flooded with fragmented images, like a dream, but you don't seem to be awake yet. Memories come up from the depths of my memory, yet nothing can be grasped like smoke. You try to digest these memories. Fortunately, there is none of the usual pain in digesting memories this time. An image comes to your mind. You see the old castle at night. The sky, the star of enlightenment, shines brightly. That chapel on the west side, the dome of the stargazer. Everything is so familiar. Finally, you remember the memories of your family. Maybe that's not such a good idea. Oh, I got more luck. How nice. Wow. Tranquilizer. My medical records. Canned fish. 100 gold. Nice. My parka, of course. A splint and some material. And an umbrella. Let's take the books. Pieces and horror fiction. Observe. Use an exploration to try to find some useful... Oh, okay. Amy's recommended books. Amy? I haven't finished them all. After that, I checked them to the library. Okay. News says the meat products delivered to the city from Arkham was a major food safety incident. Although the related food companies have been investigated and punished, most of the food has already entered the market. The person who eats it will have crazy... Huh? Crazy what? Oh. Crazy symptoms, and symptoms are not obvious during the incubation period. After that, the patient will fall into mania, impulsiveness, irascibility, and other emotions. As a result, there have been several violent clashes. Oh. Interesting. No magic. Oh, of course I have no magic. I have an umbrella already. Wow. I held on to those candles ever since I was a kid. And the flowers that never rotted, I guess. Hmm. Okay. Oh. Harmless. No time consumption. Re-entry available. No time consumption. No. That does have time consumption. Car rental bridge. Library. +2 of time. No additional time will be cost for today. But do I lose time for going to the campus gate? No, it doesn't. Okay. There's none. That's an hourglass, I guess? Alright. Let's go to the campus gate. Hey kid, blowing bubbles. Isn't this an? As always, those animals still don't like you. I don't know why. No matter what kind of animal, they seem full of hostility towards me. But I don't think they're hostile towards you. More like fear of you. All the animals in school are submissive. And you are a really special person. Have you ever considered a part-time job at a zoo? Forget it. I don't want to be complained about by animal protection organizations. Who even was that caretaker? Traffic control has been half a month. Prices are skyrocketing. The salary can't stand it. Sounds like today, huh? Ah. Behold. Long sense. Someone is planting. So nobody is singing. Perhaps the plaintive numbers flow. Old, unhappy, far-off things. Familiar matter of today. Some natural song of loss or pain. Has been and may be again. The music may hurt, may bore. Long after it was heard no more. Oh, it's a song, I get it. Doors? The surrounding soil is stuck to the manhole cover tightly. You can't remove the manhole cover. Well, I can sure try, right? Oh! Success. Fortunately, you find some four-leaf clovers among the rubble and the grassland. Well, maybe I'm not so unlucky after all. Sorry about that. Now, what do I do with this? Oh, well, it just gives me luck. I have to roll for luck? We'll buy a good baseball bat together, as you promised last time. As you can see, I have already paid for it. Now it's your turn to pay for your part. It's with me and you can use it anytime. I don't have enough money. I can only give you $5 at most. This is worth $100 at least. I have to pay half of it. $50. This stick is clearly not worth so much. Are you doubting me? So, all I have to do now is go back and tell my father you're going to buy that thing back? I only have $20. Just consider this a loss. This time, we're brothers after all. After accepting the money, the blonde-haired man leaves cheerfully. Hey. I wouldn't have brought the money out if it wasn't for buying it back. Where can I raise $20? What to do now? Today is the last day of my boss required me to get things back. Lend money to him, huh? How much money do I have? I have 110. Here you go, kid. Many thanks. I'll pay you back as soon as I have the money. quickly ran out of the campus gate. Oh. Maybe it's a good thing I helped him. A potential ally? Visidiamo. On the 18th, the opera department of school was putting on the popular opera Tosca. I've actually never seen Tosca. Bring your significant other. We have prepared the best confession moment for this. We are an informal after-school community. The community is founded in 1989 by a group of students and professors with shared interests in the student phenomenon. We regularly support various organizations that have a positive reputation in public. Like-minded people are welcome to sign up. Unsolved Mystery Discovery Society will be recruiting from January 15th to January 20th. Well, it's March, and you're a little behind. Oops. Every day, numerous notices are posted on the notice board, secretly. Consequently, many notices are torn. We found some half-torn notices around that haven't been cleaned up yet. Wanted item and bounty. The photo of the wanted item is a yellow badge. Sign, Antiquities Collector. However, the contact column was torn apart. Stone died at 10 a.m. on December 28, 1919, due to ineffective medical treatment. Death age, 65 years old. Oh, he's only a few years off, right? The magical number. Ignore me. Miss Dr. Stone? Mr. Stone's last wish. Everything should be kept simple. Josh? Oh. Yes. 10th Barn Street. Oh. I had a feeling. Should be no such street as Barn Street in the city. Carl's. Well, let's go to Carl's room, I guess. As soon as you enter the room, you see Carl drunk while humming his own unique tune and writing the manuscript happily. Another desk characteristic of an academic professor. Observe. Oh, nice. Of course I'm over. Whatever. The table is as cluttered as ever. Valuable books and worthless drafts are placed together, making the maid giving the maid headaches every time. Hey, old man. Read dream analysis. There are many numerous scattered pieces of consciousness that have been stored in the subconsciousness sea since the evolution of humans. Subconscious group conscious. The subconscious group consciousness is the origin of human health habits. And yet, which came first? The sea of the subconscious or the idea of human group consciousness? What precisely is there in the most profound human dreams? Is there a god who manipulates people, or is there just a void in the depths of the subconscious ocean? I wonder that myself. Body and mind are inextricably linked. The mind is never formless and is never independent of the body. Everyone is born with a brain capable of thinking and feeling. And because all complex emotions in humans have corresponding exquisite biological mechanisms, Changes in the bodies affect changes in the mind and vice versa. Well, what you gotta say, old man? Professor Carl, you're drinking again. I won't be able to drink after today. I'm not an alcoholic. Did you know, Nan, that this is a kind of personality mask? Can't say that I comprehend this very much. For example, being drunk is a mask for my personality. I'm drunk. I can roll around without any worries, letting my emotions out. I have some wine here. Want to try? You need more variety of emotions than a single one. And try to imitate and gain more non-theoretical knowledge. This is good for your spirit. I got it, sir. I also have trying to read some literature. How does that feel? I hate it. No. Specifically, I hate stories because people don't tell stories just to tell them and listen to them. They put themselves in a position of authority to state what they think are the right values. Santa Claus will have a list for bad kids. It takes a hard-working bee to get the honey. The woman is made from one of Adam's ribs. These familiar stories are laced with many personal values. The more widely they are told, the more they bind people. To me, the power of the story to speak is the so-called truth, which later becomes an enforced right. You really care about true history? Yes, I would like to know what the story itself is really like. But no one can go back in time to feel the real history. You can only summarize the past from the perspective of a grand narrative. Well, I don't think we are here to discuss academics. Sir, I've come to say goodbye. I'm going back to Arkham. Great. Even if you don't go, I'll also persuade you to go. One's past experiences will affect every aspect of the present. I can't awaken your past memories with any hypnosis method. This should be the cause of your current problem. Of course, you better relax your mind. Even if there are no results, just think of it as a relaxing vacation trip. People still need more sense of purpose to do. Understood. I hope that before you come back, I found the psychological explanation for your condition. Here's the car key. I won't be going out anytime soon. Well, you're embarrassed. You can wash it for me on your way back. It's been with me for many years. It's an old thing like me. Thank you, Professor. Car keys. Maybe it's a good thing I dropped by. Anyways, without further ado, let's move to the library. Ooh. Amy, I have to leave school for a while. The book you lent me last time will take a while to return to you. Oh, look at her. She's adorable. That's right. That's it, right? Books, if not finished, just keep it with you. That's okay. I'll finish them as soon as possible. The Artistic Values of Van Gogh. This work is by the expressive post-impressionist painter Van Gogh. Its rough brushwork emphasizes the tension, yet is permeated by a silent melancholy. The dominant blue coloring shapes the sense of gloom, invisibly oppressing the senses. The highly exaggerated distortion and strong visual contrast allow one to appreciate the artist's restless emotions and psychedelic imaginary world. Interesting. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Seats are filled with empty books. Chairs are also taken away and seems to break a leg to get a seat. R is rising in the sun. Percival Lowell believed that the Schiaparelli canals were actually interior irrigation canals built by intelligent beings, viewed as was later generally accepted as the only understandable explanation. The seasonal meeting of the Martian polar ice caps has led to speculation that an advanced Martian race built canals and transported water to the arid equatorial regions. You are Miss Julie, a professor of history and linguistics. She likes you very much and wants you to inherit her research. I think she wants me to inherit more than that. I've always been very strict with you, but your recent experience has rendered you speechless. You made it to class on time, but however, no one has any memory of you being there. And Anne, do I have time to hang out? I'm back to class now. Miss Julie, I had to leave school for a while recently. Young people are always wasting their own time. Know the BS. Drinking, partying, gambling, travel. Just want to have fun. Come on. Alright. No, I want to succeed in this. Nice. Miss Julie does not really get angry. She is more of helplessness and disappointed. I finished the assignment assigned yesterday. I promised I would try to make up for missed lessons during this time after I come back. And then you must remember, as a digger of knowledge boundaries, never slack off. Might you take this material? This is the summary of the course content I have prepared for you. Did she really give me homework? Oops. Huh? None. There will be a school production of Tosca these days. Never been to an opera where you go with me? Did Amy just ask me out? Hey, Amy. Opera will be performed soon. I'm very fond of opera too. But I had to leave school for a while, so can you wait for me to come back? It's sweet. Doesn't matter if you don't come back on time. There's still a chance, and be careful when you go out. I'll pay attention. I'll be back as soon as I'm done with the job. Ignorant love. Jeez. I didn't want this trait. They just gave it to me. Where do I check my traits? This music. And you are. The second floor is closed recently. It's a pity that there are ancient books inside. Not open due to recent book theft, but witness saw the monster wandering the second floor. The monster looks like a bat and holds many books on its chest. The monster knocks out a witness after spotting him. Before he passed out, he smelled a strong stench, like fresh maggots crawling out of the sewers. But the police took what he said as his illusion. Do you really think what he saw was an illusion? Event selection. He said he saw a monster. Do you think it was an illusion? It's not an illusion. Illusion is a phenomenon. Sorry. In which the perception results distorted in a specific situation. If you don't have this distortion for a long time, then what he saw at that time would not be an illusion. But it is not ruled out that it would be a disguise of a prisoner. Ah, great, I am the witness. I felt both fear and curiosity since that day. I'm going crazy if I don't find out the truth. And try to help the police with their investigation as a witness. Of course, the statement needs to be modified, and it's better not to be too subjective. Otherwise, one will believe the crazy words of a frightened person. You're right. Monster. Second floor seems to be under construction. I can't go up. You look like a detective. Huh? After each attack, the weapon will lose vulnerability. A blunt weapon? Fire hydrant and ignoring armor. That's new. That's more damage than an umbrella though. So, but I think it's a one-time use. Alright, and then you. Eye of newt and toe of frog. Full of bat and tongue of dog. Or charm of powerful trouble. Like a hell rough boil and bubble. Oh, I've seen Macbeth. One of the best tragedies of all. After all, the infinite expansion and deformed development of personal desires will inevitably lead to evil and destruction. This sentence has a deeper meaning. So, are you a member of the Unsolved Mystery Discovery Society? I'm glad to know you're new to our society already. Indeed, exploring the unknown is our duty. I believe this text is a modified summoning spell. Your imagination is amazing. Of course, you can choose to believe it or not. After all, I was doubtful of mysticism before. Mysticism, there you go. Just in time, I have a research result from our association here. A little divination spell, but may have some negative effects. Do you want to take an adventure? This man wants to show you the research. Blah blah blah. Give me a second to collect myself. This man wants to show you the research results of the association, which may have side effects. You are going to... No. One day you'll be interested in the mysticism. What day? De la division du travail social. Author Neil Durkin. Social solitary, hereditary, and social integration. Social facts. This fact exists independently of the individual and has a unique character, which is called the collective consciousness. The real function of the division of labor is to create a sense of connectedness between two or more people, i.e., collective consciousness. Oh, okay. What am I here for? What are we fighting for? Oh, nice. Look in the bookshelf and find a book about survival in the wild. Try to learn about it. Nice. Skill consume and promote. 10 points. There's my traits and stuff. Stubborn. You are stubborn and won't take others' advice. A dive? Broken memories. Power minus 20. You finish one scenario. Power plus 5. That's 5. Options and incidents cannot be selected. Moralism. Being moral is everything. You can live a simple and frugal life. Material things isn't important. Constantly ill. Great, thanks. Study hard. Yeah? Ignorant love. You don't know why, and without reason to fall in love with someone. When you enter a new scenario, plus 10. If I sleep, I lose 15. Oh, I'm pretty good at fighting. Oh, decent, I guess. Above average. Observing. I'm very smart, I guess. Smart tank? You look on a bookshelf and find a book about sports skills. Try to learn about it. Huh? Nice. Isn't there supposed to be some kind of present here for me? That's what we're here for, me. Oh. Anyways. Should we move on? What am I supposed to do in here? Sorry about that. Munition chest. Can I use the keys in the world map? Oh, his name is Bars. Uncle Bars, I want to borrow your pliers. Carl to do the whole dirty work again? Hey, you can't just help and get used to him like this. Not this time. The library lost some books. I want to investigate the sewer. The sewer. Use this. The plier is very important to me. This thing is more suitable for you. Crowbar? He gives me a crowbar. My character has a crowbar? Thank you. No need to turn that thing to me. After all, I'll in the grass nearby. Crowbar. 6. Hey. Oh, the bank. You paid money to get this ragdoll back? Since you still have money, you returned that $30 to me. That someone lent to me. An adorable doll. Remember, you owe me $30. Blonde-haired man left the doll angrily. About the blonde-haired man. Was my big brother. We're not related by blood, but my father likes him very much. Maybe I'm too much like my mother. Sorry, I said a lot of things you don't understand. Thank you anyway. I'll scrape together the money as soon as possible. Huh? Oh, come on. Huh? Ah! One more time. Perfect. Thank you. This doll was the last thing my mother left for me. My father thought it was too dirty to keep, so he threw it away secretly. Until I saw it in an antique store. Fortunately, the shopkeeper his promise and didn't sell it anyway. Doll. whispered to the doll. Sorry. I protect you. I'm so sorry. Well, now that we've got a crowbar, I guess we go back to the library. Sewers. What am I doing? That's my dorm. What am I doing? There we go. Campus. Sewers are narrow on both sides of the sewage and the sewage stinks. Light from above only illuminates only a small area. The view is poor. Sir. Wow. This is a really lucky roll. Find some materials in the trash heap. A dim environment. See a figure in front of you. There are some sounds of moving objects echoing in the sewer. A man with bat ears and hoof-shaped toes appears in front of you. Not Friday yet. Why is my spirit points at 69? Anyways, you are Principal Stone? I might be Stone. The memory of which I was alive is very blurry. Principal, how did you become like this? I don't know. When I woke up, myself lying in the dark underground. There are many black stone buildings and many people like me around. They invited me to the bottom of the earth with them. They said that places are paradise. I don't know why. Why, if you're very happy? When I was about to agree, I saw the books in my hand. I still can't let those books go. I have to prepare some more books before going to paradise, because I'll never see it again. These are the last ones after that. We'll go to paradise. I'll block the hole here. But please, don't tell anyone else. Start a fight? No. Thank you. In fact, I'm good. I don't need money. Care about dressing up. I know how to get along with others. I can read books at any time I want. Apart from that, meals still take time. After finishing talking, Stone shows respect to you. He holds a pile of books and disappeared into the depths of the cave. Okay. Can I go farther? As far as it goes. A rental. I have a car. I don't need to go to car rental. Walk into a pharmacy and a young doctor is sorting out medicine. She notices you coming and looked at you. Huh? Your physical condition looks good. All that's left on the whole alcohol. You buy it, tell the drunkards behind you that the alcohol is out of stock. Okay. life is not well off. We try to persuade the doctor in a way of mutual affection. Dr. frowns and hesitates for a while, and finally sighs. You're in a difficult and urgent need of medicine. It's all at that cost. And Laura wouldn't work. Ooh. We'll do 2 bandages. Huh? It's misunderstood. Many people come to me to buy alcohol recently. In order to prevent the alcoholics from damaging equipment, I put everything away. Oh, Splint. You want to buy some herbs directly? It is true that there are many chemical components in plants that are effective for the human body. But there are not many people who overcome the bitterness of herb juices. I can sell you some. Herbals. 40% off. Wow. No more talking? Oh. Drug. Grocery. As you enter, you see the landlady frowning and calculating the bill. See that there are some items marked in circles on the bill. Because the handwriting is tiny, you couldn't tell the type. At the same time, the bill is marked heavily on the red number of 100. The landlady takes some things out of the cabinet, puts them at the end of the pile, looking expectantly at your selection. A bargain. Ooh. Let me see. If you really want to buy it, I could give you a... Wow! What a deal! Just as you have taken great advantage of her, she may think that the 0.101% off is already a great concession to expect you to buy more. Oh, he really can't get any cheaper. If he gets any cheaper, I would wish you could buy a knife and kill me. Oh. Ah. Is that what gasoline costs these days? Ah, I see. Okay. I guess, just so you know, because of the recent food supply issues, the ingredients could be a little expensive, but I assure you, there would be absolutely no safety or quality problems. Okay. Well, I'm broke, so... Herbert, I wasn't expecting you to approach me and ask me out. Are you prepared to repay what you owe? Ah, it hurts. How can you be so strong? I discovered a new hobby. You will undoubtedly support me as your brother. Sure, I will, I promise. This is my most recent work. Because this is my first piece of art, $100 should be enough to sell. What are your thoughts, my big brother? Oh, how can it be so expensive? Such good art, you can sell it for thousands of bucks. I'm only asking for 10%, which isn't much. It's not much. As expected of my good brother. My art will make you rich. To make you a wealthy man as soon as possible. To work hard to create. Don't worry, I'm not gonna force myself. Maybe once a week. You can leave now. Remember that my hobby you cannot let father know. Louis screamed and ran away. It's the kindness I owe you before. Don't look at me with that worried look. Doll told me that she could make my wish come true. The price is just to eat a part of it. What do you mean? Well, that cowardly me doesn't exist anymore. I feel really alive now. Take this thing with you too. Otherwise, I remember the shame I used to be. I was in a good mood. He threw the doll to you with a big laugh. I don't want this doll. No, take the doll away from me. It cannot be removed after you equip it. It's a cursed item. When you equip it, your power, intelligence, and dexterity are halved, and constitution and strength doubled. When you pick up the doll, a cold voice comes to your mind. I used my emotions as a thread. Construct the knit of the mortal dream. Share your sorrow and joy, and power belongs to you. I don't want to equip it. I don't want to equip it at all. Ash. Maybe another playthrough. Huh? Some phone numbers are written on the note. Among them you see 635854777. Railway Administration. Card was affixed under the note. Nothing is marked on the card, leaving only a string of strange numbers. 644388813. We type these down. Let's see. 644388813 and 635854777. Okay. Observe. Next to a coin is placed has traces of being tampered with. We realize this machine might fail and swallow coins. Many coins lying inside quietly. Nice. Sound a successful coin insertion comes. The telephone is ready to use. Let's see. Oh, I didn't even have to write it down. That's called a strange phone number. It's a sound on the phone. Bestine. Unusually mechanical vocals, apparently tape recordings. After waiting for a while, we learn from impatient men. Train bound for Arkham mysteriously disappears. This line has been blocked. The reopening time is unknown. Okay. We said. Huh? Lighter. Well, let's move on. Providence to Arkham, Massachusetts. Not too far by car. More than 143 miles of road can be reached in one day. But there are many mountain roads. The mountain breeze blowing on your face makes you feel relaxed. Maybe it's a good idea to travel occasionally. There are many quaint little villages and rugged trails along the way. Through field after field of corn orchids, the leaves are changing color, decorating the trees, bright red and golden, brilliant and full of life. In the evening, you follow the map marker to a mountain road. Unknowingly, clouds covered the sky. Raindrops hit the car windows sporadically. You're ready to speed up your trip, but until night fell, the town of Dunwich remained unknown. Drive your car and follow the map to find your hometown. But until the night fell, the town of Dunwich was still missing, and you're surrounded by the mountains. At the time that you don't know what to do, a covered bridge appears in the middle of the mountain, but the stone pillar in front of the covered bridge does not seem to allow your car to pass. Can we at least... What do you mean it moves unconsciousness? I guess so. A huge wooden bulletin board with "Welcome to Dunwich" on it. No? Let's try again. A group of fat rats appeared in front of you. You're surprised. How can there be such big rats? Those are huge rats. The maintenance date was scribbled on the paint under the bridge. The last column reads 1902-01-10. This bridge has not been maintained for 18 years. I don't know if it's dangerous to walk on it, but what choice do I have? There are traces of passing, and some floors have been replaced. It also looks solid and shows no sign of wood aging. I don't have a choice. When you pass through the bridge, you find that there are clouds of white fog around you. No matter how hard you change your direction, you can't turn back to the position you entered. You can only keep walking forward. After a long, unknown time, the white fog dissipated and the surroundings fell into darkness. The light is restored. You have arrived at a broken corridor of the ancient castle. Huh? A broken pillar collapsed directly, crushing the table in the hall. Could that be the signs of weathering? What's possible since weathering takes at least a few decades? Mom, you enter the bedroom, most of which has been destroyed by the collapsed debris. Piled gravel and layers of cobwebs make the place look like a graveyard. Oh, shoot. Ooh, I can't fail that. Wherever you look, there is gravel and sand. You search carefully, and finally, find a photo among pieces of rubble. The photo shows a group of a family. There are 10 or so people in it. An old, gray-haired man is standing in the middle. Beside him, a young couple is holding a child with long, baby blue hair. The woman does not look good. Her face is pale. The man behind her is wearing a black, wide-brimmed hat, so you can't see his face. You find that the child between them is a girl you've never seen before. You try to keep this picture nice. It turns into dust. Huh? Interesting. So, huh? Ah, wood. Material. Shoot. First combat. That's 3 HP. It's fine. He's dead. Ah, jeez. It wasn't worth it. Portrait is torn, the huge gaping hole on it, revealing the secret passage. The intersection is blocked by collapsed debris. Huh? Shh, come on. One more. Shh. Um, there is a peculiar statue here. Observe. Look closely at this sculpture, only you find out that its limbs resemble the structure of a human body. Look at it intently. It seems to come to life in your eyes. The dizziness like something has been taken away. Of course. Ah. See ya. I'd rather not deal with you. I... Huh? There are 2 undamaged notebooks. You feel something is falling from above. Nice. Crystal falls from above and breaks into ashes on the ground. And an explosion comes to your ear. How can this crystal cause an explosion? Be careful investigation. You finally find a stone covered in dust on the old bookshelf. After the dust comes off, it emits a faint light. A ruin? Anyways. Go for the right. No. Go for the left. XX, grandfather's notebook. Ronald has failed. I have no other choice but to lock him up. What exactly does Yignai, the symbol carved in his body by himself, for falling into madness mean? This must be a significant clue. But to lock him up, what exactly does... Oh. This must be a significant clue, Ronald. Ronald, I definitely can't let your efforts go to waste. This does not resemble the language of all existing and once existed civilizations. A man as calm as he was would only leave accurate words at a critical juncture. I need more bibliography and study the terms deeper. Well, read more. I have found a clue. The awareness? No, is my disposition. Not sure. What is it? Many disordered, twisted symbols and notes followed. It's clear that the owner of the notebook was in a bad mental state. It's them. I should have known. I'm thinking about them. They have eyed me. I have to forget all of this. Of course, right here, right now. No! I have to write it down. There is a long, torn line. Looks like the nib was pressed. There's a long, torn line. Looks like the nib was pressed on the paper firmly. It seems that the nib was then twisted and broken, leaving only a single scratch. Jeez. That looked like a word. Mind. Huh? But what's this? Why is there a key inside my body? Seam of history. We've come to a strange place. Facing left, cosmic stars twinkle. You have glimpsed your past and saw that the happiness and sorrows of the past 10 years are in a bubble. Facing to the right, the stars dim. Here, you can see that the order and chaos are constantly alternating, and the bizarre pictures have greatly refreshed your cognition. You saw a light that is 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Humans cause unusually cold weather. You hear playful laughter all around, as if someone is admiring a gorgeous piece of work. You saw many twisted monsters spreading across the universe. Their actions are full of twist and madness. Genes are out of control of genetics, drawing an ocean of flesh and blood. You witnessed the stars burning all around, the whole universe burning. There are no more sparks in the burned area. Only darkness is eternal. The choice. On the left is the past, where cosmic stars shine brightly. On the right, the future, where darkness is endless. We go to the past. None, my child. Please, never lose yourself. Mom? Place home 10 years ago. Did I really go back to the past? You. A group of black humanoid creatures suddenly appeared from downstairs. Their faces resembled the mouth parts of insects, with blue liquid flowing down their eyes. The slimy tentacles behind them, and unusually sharp claws acting as hands, indicate that they are very dangerous. Oh, thank goodness. Mom? She's gone. There is a pendant inside, engraved with a mysterious ruin. She touched the pendant, and a memory came directly into her brain. With the bird-eye view, you saw a boy lying in bed. Around you, the old man was having an anxious discussion with a man and a woman. A strange substance chose Anna as the carrier at the beginning, and soon it will be completely assimilated. Is there really no way out? The process of assimilation is irreversible. It can only be postponed. The old man looks down and begins to think. I can use a transfer spell to have the effect shared with you. Let me bear the burden. Oh, jeez. No reading for me tonight. Let me bear the burden, Grace, for you have not been well. The man walked up and embraced the woman. Don't worry about me, as you still need to take care of our children. All around, the light of the spell gradually lit up. If only Anan could forget this painful memory. Your memory ends here. Did our dad sacrifice himself? That's why. It's all my fault. Stop talk. You understood why grandfather wouldn't let you leave the castle. You understood why grandfather was in the secret room all the time. You understood why those aunts and uncles fell into a slumber. You also knew why your mother had been taking treatments, yet her health never fully recovered. It's all because of you, and only you. This piece of truth makes you suffocate, and you keep blaming yourself. Why did I survive like this? Oh, thank goodness. Another voice. Let's see. What kind of voice should I do? It's you. You came along and ripped our entire family apart. Suddenly, a different voice appears in your head. It's you who took over my body, pretending to be a human. The pain you feel now is less than a millionth of what I felt. The strange. How long are you going to steal my identity like this? Huh? A surge. The impurity of the body coalesces in front of you. A silver key appears in its body. Finally, you've left me alone. All because you, strange, caused this disaster. All of this disaster. It's all because of me. Huh? You hear the raspy hissing coming from it. It's madness, it's resentment, it's twisted cry. Although it is detached from your body, you are always connected to it, to its emotions, to its feelings. It's looking to you for relief. You are what you are me, and what is it again? Thou art I, and I art thou. The power of the full persona. You will be the chains of rebellion. We are as one. In front of you stands the presence you have always hated, the strange. The pain in your heart has stripped it out and made it real. Once you've done the stripping, something crossed your mind that is not like the disease you thought it was. The disease has become a part of you. Actually, the cracks of history, iced by my life, is in a bubble. Anon didn't exist on the beginning, but I identify more with Anon than with an alien visitor. I was running away from myself, and attribute all of my sins to the abstraction of you. Yet there is still hope. My father mentioned once that I was the last hope. Am I a disaster yet the hope itself? This is your family photo. 10 people stand. Old white man in the middle. Baby. Blah blah. You skillfully activate the hidden door switch. Passage of the secret room appears in front of your eyes. Okay, before I go in there, I want to check out the tapered whistle in the air. Jesus Christ, dude, your perception sucks. Alright, whatever. The moment you open the door, you see grandfather in a chair. He smiles at you with relief in his eyes. The next moment, his body begins to become transparent. You can feel your heartstrings pulled. Way before sadness comes in. Oji-san. Sight a stick. One-handed weapon. 2 to 5 damage. Damage bonus. Acquire magic. Light of the stars while equipped. That's pretty good. Compared to a crowbar. Character magic changes. Magic glory of the sun. Stars. Glory of the stars. 9 to 12 damage. It's not bad. But it's new. You open the box. What you see in front of you is a girl as delicate as a ceramic doll. Your heart beats a little bit more, but not all by her appearance. You feel an extraordinary familiar, nostalgic, affectionate impulse, longing for completeness. Then the girl seems to be awakened by the noise and slowly sits up her body. You're about to ask some questions, but she interrupts you first. You try to speak up, but can't control your body. She looks at you and her eyes light up with a glow of a silver cross. You feel an invisible bond with her, and you hear her soft, ethereal voice in your mind. Silver key, I can understand your feelings of confusion. Come closer to me, and I will tell you the truth about this time. Her eyes shine with stars, and you can't help but get closer to her. Before you realize it, he slowly places her hand on your forehead. Your waves of information appearing in your head. 10 years ago, you're in the disaster study room. An infection with strange is different from assimilating into the body. Any spell or medicine can be used has been tested. None of them can be effective on Ronald. You solve this situation like this: to leave an egg without shell remaining intact in a waterfall. To leave a man floating in the sea withstand the tidal wave and storm with his mortal body. My ancestors, who warned us, others shall give incomparable sacrifice. This is our duty. This is the price. Just that we can't get the truth. Here, I pray for enlightenment. Hear me, the Lord of the Gate, the Guardian of the Abyss, Lord of Dimensions, Riddler Noor, Guardian of the Secrets, the oldest, all-in-one, the one by love, life prolonged. At Tawil, Iksak, Hath, Yog Sot, Hoth, Naf, Gan. The servant calls upon you. Of course, still not answering my prayer. I can only deliver the last plan. No matter what, we can't let the infection spread. Transition point connection to Solano is set. Today, the stars and correct locations. The success rate can be increased to 70%. Looking up at the stars for dozens of years and finally vanishing in the stars. What an ironic end. Then, the moment the spell was about to start, flowing mana was drawn away. Mana? What do you guys call it? The room twists and transforms, and a rock archway appears. In and out of the archway, it's like virtual and reality are separated by it. A soft, ethereal female voice came from inside the door. There is still a glimmer of hope. Are you willing to pay enough price? As long as I can. Please, take it. The silvery light covered George Howard. He felt that his mind had never been so clear and thorough. This is the truth of history. Got it. I will follow your arrangement. The child entered the door. At that moment, his figure went still at the second the door opens. The still time flows again. The parting of the past is once again staged. You, with such stubbornness, do not want to leave here, but in the end, under the hypnotic spell of your grandfather, you forgot everything. You're left here like an empty shell. Hey, Grass Neko, welcome. Welcome. And now, it's time to pay my price. Just as George Howard is about to take his toll, a voice came out of the void. Any last wish? If possible, I really want to see him grow. The voice paused for a moment, as if pondering or calculating something. Just 1 second. Is that enough? That is enough. The time is frozen. Your consciousness is being carried by a flood to the memories of the past. Perhaps the moment may seem like ages. The silver key is the other me. A Fogomorn is assimilating the entire universe. Our narrative consciousness has been taken over by it. I have been banished to this universe. In this dimension, I had no control over my own power. In order to keep my will intact, I detach you to replace me. The silver key. You open this time cage, time will be restored in its original time. I see. Okay. What? The hourglass freezes to current time. Don't allow the black sand to spread. Once the black sand is discarded, the assimilation will end. I don't have a choice, okay? The hourglass is broken. Shah! The black sand spreads around. A huge eye emerges in the scene. A will at Umer. You choose to construct a puppet to anchor your power. Hold on. How ridiculous. I never expected you to be this weak. Without thinking, a name comes directly to your mind. A Pokemon. You think about how to deal with this situation when a teasing voice came through. It's so weird at Uma. I'm very disappointed. You are the beginning and I am the end. We created time, but you hold the power of all knowledge that changed you. Your will has chosen to leave us. Thus, after cleanup, reset the whole space-time. Now, I have found a surprise. Originally, I thought I would find you, devour you to make up for one eye leg. But I found out that human consciousness is really useful, as long as there's enough. You can make up for the parts of you. So, I no longer need you to awaken our main body now. You pitiful puppet. Tawil at Umur's greatest mistake is to mold you into a human. What a weak race. After I destroy you, I'll have a good chat with Tawil at Umur. Silver Key. As long as you do not lose your heart, time will recast your body. Every time you fall, your willpower can be honed. In front of you is merely one of their billions of avatars. Afogmorn never leaves the main body. Their power cannot fall onto here for real. Of course I have to fight her. Future prediction. Well, hold on. Why don't I cast Glory? Behold, my death. Or not. I do no damage. I do no damage. Predict the opponent's actions and completely avoid the damage. The effects caused by opponent's next turn. I'm dead. Okay. No? Time fluctuation. Use your perception to analyze all the factors that are beneficial to us on the battlefield. Make them and make use of them. They lead to cover. Find enemy weaknesses or unexplored discoveries. I have power on my hands. Oblivion? You forgot something. Each stack will make all your skill decrease by 5. Things that ordinary people couldn't understand. Immune to unconsciousness. Bleed. I guess we'll just brute force it. I'm not gonna survive. Game. I have to win this? Oh, jeez. Okay, good one, good one. Greatly stimulated. Your physical function is greatly improved. Your action speed plus 100. And all your actions will add 1 dice bonus in fractions and bleeding and have no effects on you. Ah, then why don't I just full on weapon attack? Mm-hmm. Come on, be a strong hit. I need this to be a strong hit. Decent hit, I guess. Future protection. That's another stack up. Sure, we'll attack. And hopefully it's a successful attack. Eish. Not enough damage. Need this to be a strong one. It's really just gonna make me fight over and over. Dexterity. Willpower and intelligence. Power. Oh. Willpower, I see. I think the problem is I don't deal enough damage. Damn you, Call of Cthulhu like game. I'll take the hint. And no first aid. Get wounded. And how much amount of each restored and how many abnormal status can be removed? We'll go for broke. Hooray, medicine failure. Nice. That's another strike down. And I will magic because I can't. Ooh. Come on. We're just gonna spam this. The highest damaging thing I've got. I might be dead one more time the next turn, but... Go, go. Come on. Really? Hmm. Interesting. Bye. Okay. Alright, we've done all this. Ah, I see. Okay, okay. Come on. Hey. Well, here we are again. Nothing has changed. I'm just gonna cast the spell all the way through this time. Nothing else. This is just a quote-unquote tutorial of the game. Can you believe it? We have so much more to go through. I haven't even gotten to the character creation aspect of the game. Well, I guess quote-unquote character creation. I could have gone a lot better, but it didn't. I need you to do 10. Come on. I need this to do 10. Or 12. Or 8, I guess. You die this round. Or not. Oh, wow. I survived. Why would they make the first combat here so complicated? Unless I start off with that. And then we can go right into that. Okay. Can I die once? Since I can take a hit, I'll do another attack. I think that's what I'm to do. Alright, I got it. I got it this time. It doesn't hurt. Now we are at equal power. Now we are not. I can handle a hit or two. Unless you... There's no crits in this game. That is the crit. Crit of the game. The damage. Okay. Alright. Let's finish this. Unless they decide they want to hit 6. Then I guess screw me, right? Game? Of course. I'm just gonna finish it off. Too much work. Fogmorn's doppelganger was repelled. The whole space trembled violently, and a very oppressive voice came from all directions. You can't hear the words, but you can feel the anger in them. Fogmorn can't go back in this time to this 100 years ago of history. They're reversing time in this whole... of this whole space. So a key. It's now or never. You must hold on. You see no water coalescing and earth back into the sky. Once the clouds dissipated, the sky becomes clearer. The sunset sets in the east. The sun sets in the east, and the star flown back like a river. Time around you is reversing back. You suddenly feel like you're top of the ocean. Great black mist rises from the lightless sea. Being wrapped by the black fog, you sink into it. You could almost see the stars among the depths of the ocean. For a moment, you are falling into the deep sea and into the stars. The ship of the Thesis Paradox. The ship of the Thesis Paradox is about to... Well, whether you are still you after replacing all the things in the ship. And now it is to return all the substances in you, find out your origin. The matter of your body is as small as cells, gradually dissipating into particles, returning to their original individual. After returning all the matter, the silver key gradually appeared in the deep sea. It carries your spirit, your ego, and all your memories. The silver key glitters and sinks to the bottom of the ocean, and you're back in the place you once knew best. This is the line between valid and void, black and white, independent and maintain absolute balance. It should have been this way, but the void has eroded and the surroundings have become muddled. You see, a twisting timeline, veering off course and spreading towards the void, severing the void into shards with each convergent. Fragments continue to condense to come together, forming dim spears. Oh, you sense a strong will closing in on you. The darkness is absorbing you. My willpower fails. It always fails. Ah, whatever, take me. Key is broken. You will be assimilated. Fusion, you hear Tawil at Emil's voice. Silver Key, don't fear yourself. Sense a strong will closing in on you. The darkness is absorbing you. It always fails. Silver Key, you have the power to grow. Don't give up. Is it gonna force me to succeed? Come on. Ah, I can't be this unlucky. What are the chances of critical success? The game hates me. This game absolutely hates me. Saruki, death is not the end of life. My god, you're kidding me. Ah. Saruki, darkness and pain are both non-diversible of you. Divisible? Divisible. Not diversible. Come on, give it to me. Ah, I'm so unlucky. To the darkness, the last silver brightness is beside you, and disappears then. You've come to the sunless abyss. You keep sinking and your consciousness becomes gradually transparent. The darkness ahead has no end. But now you felt a familiar scent. It belongs to Tawil Atemil, but not exactly the same. Like a door, like the beginning of everything. Your consciousness gradually becomes transparent. You finally saw them. Hold you up and fill you up. Eyes are on you and you hear their words. Hold on, something's going on with my eyes. Here we go. Yak Satoth. Silver Key. Silver Key, will you blame me for greeting you? Fine. Coming into this world caused me to experience various forms of pain. Humans are too frail to be affected by various desires, whether it is a family mission, a responsibility to others, or concern in your heart, which formed a chain of invisible shackles. But sometimes the pain caused by these shackles makes me feel warm and happy, and I finally realized it's a phenomenon known as wish. So many memories, so many priceless moments. Ow! I hit my knee on my table. Ow, 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 ow. Hit my knee on my desk. Okay. I have so many memories, so many priceless memories that I must remember. Will you like this world? I hate it. I like it. I like the people of this world. They will both suffer and rejoice together. Even strangers' smiles can make me feel warm. As these people introduced me to the world and made me realize that I existed in it. Do you have any regrets? Such regret. I have a lot of regrets. Many regrets. Over it's before I can even try to resolve it. In the end, I regret not being honest with them. The truth. Pointless it is to tell them right now. I'm feeling guilty. Now do I realize what I truly lost. Do you want to change this world? Even if the chaos will make you never exist. I want to change the world. I want to cut off this twisted timeline. I want those scenes of tragedy to never happen again. For this, I am willing to bear the heaviest fate. I see. My awakening ritual requires sacrifice beyond the greatness. But I, who have infinite and omnipotent authority, cannot sacrifice myself, so you will represent me to face death. Death means separation. All your past will be cut off. The space-time will no longer have anything to do with you. I will restart the original time and restore the twisted timeline. Recite my honorable name. I will wake up and come here. The all-in-one, the one by life prolonged. Tahath. As you have succeeded in awakening to will, as the first consciousness of Yog-Sothoth to take over the body, Yog-Sothoth awakens. Akvamoran's consciousness was forced into a deep sleep in order to not be affected by its remaining characteristics. Yog-Sothoth buried the part of alienation under the door of poverty. The sunless sea regained its calm. The assimilation of disorder still cannot be stopped. Chaos and entropy, the universe continues to grow slowly. At the beginning of time, a white mist covered the entire sea of lightlessness. Through a mist, you saw the black distortion of the timeline back to the correct history. January 15th, 1910. Arkham. An old castle was built on a mountain range. A group of people in the castle were hosting a birthday dinner. They were celebrating the birthday of a family member who had just turned 8 years old. And can you guess who the main characters are? The main characters definitely don't have eyes, so these guys are here. Yeah. The crowd stood together, ready for the family photo. A grown man smiling brightly, while a beautiful, elegant woman was holding his arm. Looking good in the middle of the room was a dignified old man, whose face was taken by loving kindness today. Where he was holding the main character of the party, a serious little girl with long, light blue hair. The gray beard of the old man was tugged by the little girl in his arm. The woman panicked, ready to stop the girl's nonsense. The little girl looked at the cheerful man with an innocent look, made a face back at her. This whole scene was successfully captured at that moment. Amy was busy organizing books in the library as usual. Time passed. She remained shy and timid. Her poster slipped off the table while she was tidying up her books. She picked it up only to find out it was Tosca, a poster placed by Opera Today. Visidiant Visidemore, Lucevon Lestal. Amy looked at the poster and felt as if her heart was stirring. She wanted to say some words, but in the end, the voice in her head always disappeared. The feeling of disappointment overwhelmed her. Why am I crying? At night, in the school office, Carl and Professor Julie are working at her desk. After finishing the pile of papers, Julie sighs deeply and complains to Carl. Students are getting worse these days, as they don't dare to take any challenges. There's such a trend. It would take less than a century to make witness human beings degenerating into monkeys. Well, I have bad news for you, Julie. In the year 2023, something called VTubers exists. We didn't degenerate into monkeys, but we've turned into anime characters on online. So, I'm sorry to break it to ya. Carl didn't make any comments regarding Julie's complaints. On the contrary, he said optimistically, "This generation of young people is way better than us, because they work harder to follow their hearts. Those who don't pay a visit to their hearts are always living in a dream. Not only do they understand the source of their consciousness, but they maintain such unique personalities. I guess old habits always die hard, or you've been acting strange all day. Aren't you anxious to find a protege who will continue your studies? Consequences will happen if that person was found out to be an irresponsible one. Have you found that one?" Carl pulled out a bottle of whiskey and took a sip, which gave him a saddened look. I guess that not every moment in this life is enjoyable. The palace made up of thousands of books. The light of candles wafts in it. Blank pages are constantly being written and erased. A young girl with light, long blue hair was leaning on a long table in the middle of the palace, quietly looking at the boy reading the book opposite. After a long time, the boy turned the book to the end. At this moment, the girl spoke to the boy. "This is the result of real history. They will no longer have any contact with you, and you no longer belong to any era. Starkey, do you regret it?" Hearing the girl's question, the man reluctantly stroked pages of a book. Finally, he rose his head and spoke to the girl. "No, Satath. This is the best result." Finally, slowly buttoned the book. All in one, and one in all. That was a long tutorial. 2 hours of it? Well, I guess it would have been shorter if I had know how to fight, I guess. Anyways, you choose to assume your destiny. Make the best sacrifice. But this is just the beginning. The distorted timeline still exists. Those terrible beings sleeping from the ages are waking up. Terrible disasters are brewing in every space and time. You resolutely choose to meet your destiny. Restore the power of Yog-Sothoth. You stop the suffering from happening. A traveler of no age on a journey that will never end. Mythical item. Joe Afogmorn. Highlights. I did 2 critical? Wow. Nothing to be afraid of. 3,000 experience. Ignorant love. And thus, we've unlocked the main part of the game. Go and tell Sothoth of the situation. Sunless Sea. Sothoth, spreading of the chaotic timeline, the Sunless Sea has been controlled. But is it really okay for you? Doesn't matter as long as it doesn't consume too much power, space, and time. Still maintain the current critical point. But to completely erase all the abnormalities, I can't do that yet. Is there anything I can do to help you? You see Satath with some hesitation after your words.
The new space is still very fragile, and in order for the library to work, Starkey, I need you to travel to all the abnormal space and time to influence the history, resolve abnormalities, and then bring back that little bit of change back here that would become the power to fill the space and time.
I understand.
However, Starkey, to the chaotic time of history, you need to establish a connection with the people in that space and time to get involved. You will obtain the same identity and experience as them. The suffering and pain will be imprinted in your heart. The power will protect you from actual death, but you will still face the pain of death.
Don't worry, Satath. I will go to all of these places in history as soon as I could in order to help you recover your power. Ah. Huh? Oh, here's the main game section of the game. So this game is essentially, Call of Cthulhu-like. You create your character, of course. Hello? Am I back? Are we back? I'm going to say yes. Those bit rates aren't looking so nice though. Oh, I see the stream moving again. Okay. Anyways. Yep, you create the character and I guess it's not exactly roguelike, but depending on how you build your character, the gameplay can be different. Wow, look at this live 2D. I don't want the cursed doll. After entering the scenario, character gets extra items. A revolver. Okay. Seek answers. Huh? Scene that doesn't fit in with this place appeared on the right side of the library. A huge iron box with twinkling and changing light. A strange scene that is constantly changing on the glass. Glass plate connected to the iron frame. Aquamorn occupies this area unceremoniously, with a strange handle with buttons on both hands, and a strange mess of objects lying around. Toth, what's wrong with them? Only sees a Toth with a look of resignation as they put their hand between their eyebrows.
After I woke up, our alienated self fell asleep. Alphagmore never wanted to merge with me. After weighing the pros and cons, I let them stay here. We have reached an agreement. They no longer interfere with space and time, and I can't interfere with their freedom either.
But isn't that really going to cause more trouble?
At the end of time, Aquamorn is the key to erasing the chaotic timeline. They have seen so much destruction. They have been tainted with a bad character. We were originally one in the beginning. Our views are different because of the difference in our power. But they will surely will preserve the new world that we have created.
Okay. Well, what you gotta say? Do not bother me. Expressing emotions. Subtle's delight. Hmm. Is that a switch? I can't believe they have a switch at the end of time. Or the beginning. And nowhere, I guess. But then again, I'd believe it. He even has a custom built PC and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 monitor? Jeez. What a gamer. What a gamer, guys. Use the books to determine the space-time I'm going to go next. I don't have any connector associated to it. Ah. Oh. Ah. Okay. Ah. Hug. Dr. Traveler. During the demo, I created a detective. So maybe I'll go with detective. Yeah. So I'll create the character now, and then when we... Oh. I'll create the character now, and then when we come back to this game again, we'll have that character and go off of that. As for detective... Guess having high perception would be the best idea here. Psychology? Diplomacy. You learn how to resolve problems with words, comforting and threatening. My observation. And somewhat good shooting, I guess. Oh boy. 2 personalities. You feel you have 2 souls in your body and bind with your emotion but act differently. The threshold of energy. Antisocial. Burden of duty. The meaning of your life is to complete a mission. A mission that is forced onto you by fate. You gain experience, trait minus Wait. SP minus 10. Random 1 non-occupation skill plus 5. Homeless. You cannot store your SP by faith. Your SP stores by 1 and 10. Lost loved one. Your max SP decreased by 50. Your SP check succeeded. Okay. Mark discriminated. You fumble in your skill check, lose 5 SP. When you are critical in your skill check, luck adds 5. Let's do... Let's do burden of duty. You often give it all out to earn special glories. An impulsive detective. Oh boy. No interest. You only live once. You're in rebellion. Sure. Antisocial. Workaholic. Only ill. Puppet. Opposed check. Your roll decreases by 10 points. The one who doesn't exist. Oh, that's really large SP, I guess. Alright. Okay. Why not infamous? Let's do infamous. As for my portrait, I will be this guy. See this guy right here? As our very first character. This character is Grass Neko. There you go. The only difference is he's got a black coat, right? Alright. Well, that'll be it for this time. Next time around, we'll do a couple more runs. Although I'm not sure how long each run is. So, because in the demo they cut you short. And kind of stuck in doing very limited things. So yeah, just that. Well, without further ado, let's move on over to the chat room real quick. Wow, I'm tiny. Give me a second here. Whoop. Too big. Oh, anyways. Are you guys comfortable being this close to me? Well, whatever the case. See you guys tomorrow. Thanks for dropping by. And tomorrow I am playing like a dragon. We'll do that tomorrow. Alright. See you guys. Oh right, word of the day is depersonalization. Yep, that's right. Do with that as you will. Right. As always, see you guys next time.